Greetings, Rigil Agateiades here, and today we take on one of the most brutal battlefields in this game, the 650 cost match on the notorious Crash Site map. With the prototype Psycho Gundam, full armor ground type Zeta, and the double Zeta Gundam running amok, life is hard at 650 if you're on anything other than Dose Free or a Samel. Adding salt to the wound is the map today, Crash Site, whose ancient design means you must cross no man's land to get to melee range, so even the strongest raid types have to take a gigantic penalty in order to do anything meaningful. But there's one last hope. Even with general types stopping every possible advance at 650, one Doga stays strong despite the odds, riding the stream of battle around the barricades of Gundarium alloy. This is the only raid type remaining that still works on Crash Site, the 650 cost raid type, Yagd Doga GG Custom. When other raid types are falling one by one, this Doga still managed to stay strong because one thing is fundamentally different about this mobile suit. This mobile suit is what one would call a ranged raid type, and it committed to doing so entirely, from weapon to mobile suit skill to even its defense. So even without a single melee, it shreds support types hard. This Doga doesn't just do a lot of damage on support types though. With excellent specs over its wide arsenal of weapons, flexibility is what makes this Doga flow. What better place should we start with than the best starter weapon on this mobile suit, the Shield Mega Particle Cannon. The same weapon as Quasar's Quadruple Particle Cannon of Doom. These cannons don't hurt as much due to the typing disadvantage most of the time, but it does come with something even the support type equivalent didn't have, a strong stagger. Guaranteeing a stop to anyone at this cost as long as you don't put them down to 50% health. The stagger is helpful even against general types as you ignore all the stagger reduction they have. Hit the prototype Psycho Gundam and your team gets a much easier time trying to keep him in check. Same with the full armor ground type Zeta, even if our damage was stupendously low against the eye field. A stagger is a stagger and enough to make him spam that evasion key. Next on the list is the Beam Assault Rifle, and I think those two bursts already said everything. With 800 damage per shot and 4 shots per trigger, 2 bursts on this beam rifle and is 6,400 damage in no time! Stagger isn't that bad at 20% per shot either, but getting a stagger first and then swapping to this weapon just feels like a better idea overall. Next we have the funnels. On this Doga, the 2 funnel attack types are standard, but they're still very good when used correctly. The follow mode is great for staggering while on thrusters, and the pincer mode does exceptionally good damage while being safe yourself. Except I misjudged the range on the Fairura. While the pincer mode didn't seem to do much against the Fairura, they're actually exceptional damage dealers. Since these funnels fire twice before returning and they do 525 damage each, the funnel pincer mode actually does a whopping 6,300 damage on full hit. On the other hand, the follow mode is more suitable for getting staggers. While the stagger per hit is the same, you can fire 3 bursts in less than a second. That gives you 180% stagger max while you're on maneuver armor yourself. Now that the most important weapons on this mobile suit are covered, it's time to look at the clock. As this is an ace match, you want to keep your enemies at low health when you near the 3-minute mark. And those paying attention would remember we already have 3 kills under our belt, so our chance of being the ace this match is rather high. Get the easy kill now and you're wasting an opportunity for 3 times the score. Keep moving instead until 2 minutes 59, then we pull the trigger. Kill on the Wagyu almost instantly, then funnels on maneuver armor collects the kill we saved up just now. 6 kills worth of score in 5 seconds, all because we were aware of the time. Enemy support spawns in at the wrong time and that's a 3rd kill. Should have forgiven our cannon gun as he did apologize, but that was still 2 mobile suits worth of score wasted just because he was trigger happy. Definitely look at where your ace is in an ace match, not only because he could be there waiting for the kill, but he could also be in deep trouble in just a split second. Well, not like anyone could have saved us here. This mobile suit doesn't just boast extremely high firepower at range, even its defense is tailored to such combat. With high beam and ballistic defense but almost no melee defense, getting that close isn't a great idea. You also have a tiny grenade launcher as your only instant stagger. Not bad for that purpose, but there's definitely no second chances in a melee fight. Instead, stay at a comfortable distance until you've forced out all the evasions on your target before you go in for the down attack. With Pursuit Ranged Auxiliary Program, that's 15% extra range damage dealt against downed enemies. 4 kills as the ace, and only then we've pulled ahead of the enemy. With a whole minute left on the clock, we need to keep the pressure on. Slightly missed the Mega Particle Cannon shot on the Proto Stark Jagd, but the strong stagger still puts him in place. Couldn't get the kill though, and now we're in deep trouble. Escaped the Wagyl's Butterfly Edge, but now we're out of thrusters. We can only pray that our special buffers keep us alive, and when the thrusters are back, we immediately hold down Active Guard. Even that 70% damage reduction isn't saving us for long though. Block the flash beam from the Hyrule Ra, and here's the final counter to keep him down for as long as possible. If we didn't manage to get a whopping 12,000 points for our team, we'd definitely have lost that game. Let's just say someone could have picked a better mobile suit for this map. While general types at 650 are scary, with a wide arsenal of ranged weapons, this Jagd Doga can still get the enemy raid type by melting him from 400 meters away. Get a strong stagger on anyone in your way, and your beam rifle will shred that support type to pieces. On the other hand, this mobile suit is not good at close range thanks to the poor melee defense and the lack of instant staggers. Not detrimental though, as you can simply stay at the golden 250 meters range where your funnels just reach. You also still have that one grenade launcher, just save it for the most important moment. That's it from me today. Not an easy win, but still a good game, and laters.